It's time for another edition of Mets Musings.
Hi, this is Ron Darling. This is Skip Lockwood.
Hi, I'm Ron Swoboda of the 69 New York Mets, and you're listening to Mets Musings with Gary Mack.
Now it's time for some New York Mets baseball talk. Here's Gary Mack bringing you the latest news and analysis from Mets Nation and the world of baseball on another edition of Mets Musings.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Mets Musings. I hope everybody had a great 2 weeks. I was a little under the weather, but I'm back now, and good news. I'm back. Baseball is back. Yes, the owners and the union finally sat down, worked out their differences, and I wish I could work out some of the problems I'm having. I had some technical problems here tonight, but finding a way to do the show. So here we go. CBA signed. The owners unanimously ratified it a couple hours ago. Players, teams ratified it a few hours ago. And everything seems to be hunky-dory. We are on our way back. Free agency will begin this evening, so maybe we'll have something quick. Who knows? Some of the final details of the CBA where the players made out. Pre-arbitration bonus pool is at $50 million. Minimum salary goes up to $700,000 this year and goes up incrementally from there. The luxury tax goes up. It'll start this year $230 million, which gives some teams an added cushion now. It was at $210, I believe, so an extra $20 million pushed in there now for this season. So gives them a little bit of a cushion. There's some other details. I'm sure I'm not going to go into the nuts and bolts of everything tonight, but I just wanted to get a few things out there for you. Draft lottery will be at 6 picks. The amateur draft will be 20 rounds. Players can be optioned 5 times per year. And unfortunately, we will have a universal DH. So the National League will have a DH this year. And for infinitum, I guess. A little sad about that aspect of it. Baseball is going to change, but probably more rules will change as time goes by. Opening day will be April 7th. Doubleheaders will be 9 innings, and it will be a 162-game season with 162 games paid. No man on second in extra innings. Thank God that stupid rule is out of here too. So that's just some of the details. MLB will have nuts and bolts. They'll break it down. They're going to be on 24/7 now with all the details and the free agency things. The Mets were one of the teams that voted against the agreement. So, it went 26-12. The entire executive committee of the union voted against it, but the teams had the good sense to vote for it. Some of the younger players never have been involved in a strike or a lockout or a shutdown, and they might be getting a little antsy. And that could have had something to do with that. And they figure, you know what, this is a good deal, let's take it. And hopefully that kind of common sense will take place. Maybe even we'll see a change in the executive committee. 5 years from now will be a long time. There'll be guys that won't be there anymore on that committee. Scherzer probably won't be around. Who knows? He might. But, chances are that other guys may come in with a different point of view. Maybe we'll have some labor peace for a long period of time, but let's hope for that. All right. That's really what I wanted to say and come on here and talk about tonight. Not too much else to report, but let's do this. Let's take a quick break and come back right after this.
Baseball and BBQ, your place for interesting baseball talk, opinions, and history.
Baseball and BBQ, your place for barbecue recipes, tips, and interviews from the world of barbecue. If you like baseball and if you like barbecue, then tune in to Baseball and BBQ. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and BaseballTalkRadio.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a PhD in life through baseball? Welcome to Baseball PhD, a tour company for your brain. 30 major league teams, 100 places to see. Let's touch them all as we make the road trip of a lifetime.
Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/MetsMusings, on Twitter at MetsMusingsGM, the Instagram is MetsMusings, and on YouTube at MetsMusings Mack. Wish to be a part of the show? Give us a call at 516-619-6341. Okay, and we are back, and I don't know if we reported this the last show, but the Mets have hired Elizabeth Ben as the team's new director of baseball operations, according to multiple reports. Ben has been a member of the MLB Central Office since 2017. She began as an intern and worked in labor relations and baseball operations department. The hiring makes Ben the highest-ranking female business ops official in the history of the Mets franchise. So congratulations to Elizabeth Ben. And she'll be busy, I'm sure, as will Billy Epler and Buck Showalter over the next course of the few days till spring training opens this Sunday, the 14th. So they'll be busy. They, don't forget, they have not talked to any of the players during this lockout. And we have essentially a new coaching staff, except for Hefner. So maybe that's good. The pitching staff will be familiar with their coach. The batters will have to adjust to a new hitting coach. Everybody will have to adjust to a new manager and a new coaching staff as well. But that's, they're going to be very busy the next couple of days, calling up players, getting in touch with players. Billy Epler and his team will be on the phone trying to see who's available in trades or free agency. The Mets may not be done yet spending money. We will have to see. So that all will be taking place over the next few days. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be busy. But hopefully it gives us something to talk about when we next meet. Baseball is back, and hopefully so will we. Hopefully I can get the technical difficulties squared away. All right. So I want to thank you for tuning into this podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe and the like button. That makes the YouTube analytic people very happy, and it makes me happy as well. Even if you're listening to on the audio version at Anchor.fm or on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you get your podcast from, hit the subscribe button so you'll always know when a new edition of the show comes out. So, until we meet again, remember, keep the faith, stay optimistic, and let's go Mets. And I'll see you next time on another edition of Mets Musings.